Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Goosebumps video game. It's been a while, it's been about a day or two, so I'm not 100% sure what I was doing. I think I was just walking around this mall stealing shoes. Honestly though, I guess I really haven't known what I've been supposed to be doing for a while now. Like, unless I can find something like a power outlet to charge my phone back up. I can't see a map. If I could see a map, at least the maps then would give me some general idea of what I'm supposed to be doing. I know in general we're trying to beat Slappy and finish the story. Fitting rooms are that way, but you can try shoes on right here. Let's move to the fitting room. You continue through shoes, hitting fitting rooms next. You grip of apprehensions as you enter the fitting room. All three stalls are shut. You peek underneath each door just in case something is lying in wait to attack. You don't see anything suspicious, but that doesn't mean you're safe. Interesting. Door to one of the fitting room stalls. It doesn't appear to be locked. Like, all fitting room doors would be just kind of closed. The door opens slowly with an extended creak. We have a receipt. Receipt from Cavity City, the candy store in the mall. So we probably need that. Let's look at this receipt. It's somebody bought $7.30 worth of candy. And so there's probably some kind of weight puzzle. Jeans. Every part of this outfit is made of jeans. Seems a little one note. Let's take him. Snag jean outfits. Like, just want to look at all this garbage I have. And I hear the sound effects of the robot guy in the arcade, even from here. The door opens easily, revealing the fitting room beyond. Is this a mirror? Red dress. Beautiful red dress. Take it. Compel the red dress from its hanger. Look in the mirror. You check your reflection in the mirror. This time it's not trying to kill you. You look in a world tied deep bags hanging beneath your eyes, and your hair is a mess. The weight of the afternoon settles across your shoulders and you feel much heavier. So you also see like a shadow here. One assumes that's possibly me. Door to one of the fitting rooms things. Could there be anything hiding behind it? The door leaps out of your hand, slams into the stall with a resounding bang. And we have a green dress. Green dress, red dress. You don't need to look again to know that you've seen better days. And there's nothing here. So we could go back to woman's. Or we could go back to shoes. This game is getting sound effects quite better than I would say. I felt like Layers of Fear who did. The little sound effects, the music, setting the tension is actually rather good. It's a shame the rest of the game is not that good. You exit the fitting rooms in the direction of the women's department. You think you're safe in here? Security guard charges, knocking clothes racks out of his way as if they were nothing. Pushes you toward one of the mannequins, which immediately wraps its legs around your shoulders, locking you in place. With heavy steps, the guard approaches, a smile on his face, his knuckles pop in anticipation. You wince, wishing you were anywhere else. Okay. So if we hear that sound, we should be careful of it, I suppose. To turn your heels and head back to the entrance. Shoplifter, prepare to be dropped. Security guard leaps behind the counter, perfume bottles in either hand, spritzing your eyes. You tumble backward, blinded by the floor undertones, and trip over a toppled promotional display. You hear the exact moment your head hits the top because it echoes several times. You don't so much feel it, however, or much of anything else again. So what is going on? Am I just like 2 steps away from getting caught? Let's go back here and see what happens. Like I'm not being given the opportunity to do anything. So have I just been screwed up, or use Officer Murphy? Wait a minute. Like somehow I can use the slippers on Officer Murphy. The slippers have no effect unless you count looking adorable. What can we use on Officer Murphy to potentially mess up him? Let's see. Use. Wear the mask. Use the screwdriver on Officer Murphy. Use camera with Officer Murphy. You send the subject and snap a picture. A moment later, the photograph slides out. So we can see his shadow. And I guess maybe that's all we can do. The Polaroid photo of Officer Murphy at the massage kiosk. He's investigating a mannequin wearing women's clothing. So fitting room hasn't been picked up lately. Clothes are strewn about them. So am I supposed to like use outfits? Use the red dress. Use the green dress. You drape the dress over it. Nah. So unless we're supposed to like use the red dress with the red heels, like I don't have anything here that makes sense. This figure is no way the right size to wear the clothing. Yeah, I'm just like, use Goosebumps on Officer Murphy. You attempt to force it into the open book, but then realize how ridiculous that is. We have this massage oil we could use on Officer Murphy. Like, yeah, there's kind of nothing here. Use TV remote on Officer Murphy. Did we ever look at this remote and see if it had batteries in it? Use talisman, Officer Murphy. Am I just missing something? Because I'm stuck. I'm like totally 100% stuck. And going this way seems to look. You think the security, you see the security guard lurking around the women's department. Okay. Well, at least we can find that out. So we head to the shoe department. And so now, is it... Yeah, apparently Officer Murphy is now gone, so I can move back to makeup and not get caught. Oh man, so I'm gonna have to be really, really careful. Like, really, really careful. You stop in front of the clothing display of a woman's department. 3 mannequins stand arranged in odd poses. Alright. So, are the statues really moving and the mannequins? Let's see. Use this on a mannequin. Use this on a mannequin. Or use this on a mannequin. Use shoes on a mannequin. We've got some overalls. We can take some more overalls. And then see if we can use the overalls on any of these mannequins. And it's... I don't know if this is supposed to be like a really complicated puzzle or what. Look at the signs. Ah, this one is moving. Look. Making... Take... We should take the mannequins and immediately realize something's not right. The torso where you grabbed it swivels 180 degrees, loosening your grip. You look up to see its hands coming down at the base of your neck, which first considered burning the mask. The mannequin wraps itself spindly limbs around your body and begins to squeeze, and never stops. Alright. The Polaroid photo of Officer Murphy at the Officer Murphy at the massage kiosk. He's investigating a mannequin wearing women's clothing. So that we would have to get the mannequin, one of them, and I guess the only thing I could think here is that unless I'm supposed to like use a talisman on a mannequin, or like I guess I should just go for another hint. Running out of hint film now, I'm totally out. Pulling photo of the women's department. Something chalky spread along the floor, revealing 2 sets of footprints. Okay. Do we have anything chalky on the floor? Massage oil on the floor. No. Face powder on the floor. You spread the face powder along the floor, revealing the terrifying reality of the situation. And look, we've got Officer Murphy also in here. So let's take this mannequin. Carefully lift the mannequin and disassemble it and place each limb in your backpack. Interesting. So now we can use, say, like clothes on it. Well, we'll deal with that later. Let's look at the fitting room. And let's get out of here because there's so many different clothes, it seems like it'll take a lifetime to see them all. So let's go this way. Push your way forward through the racks and racks of clothes toward the fitting rooms. Alright. Seems like I can go back to the shoe department and I'm fine. Seems like we can go back to makeup and we'll be fine. Seems like we can go back to the mall and we'll be fine. I guess before we go further, let's see if we can use any of this. We have like all this clothes, and something should work. I would say, I would hope. Like, why wouldn't it? It seems like none of it works. And the photograph is not described well enough to tell you anything about that. And look, I can't go back right now. So has this been the case the whole time? That I've been avoiding? Have I supposed to be avoiding? And see, I can't go back again. He's behind me. Let's just get out of here. And if I have to backtrack, assuming none of the rows, the stores continue on either side. So if I go into Zaps, Zaps Arcade is one of the few remaining bastions of coin-operated gaming. You probably should take the time to look. Once Mom dropped you in chat off to buy a Father's Day gift, but you accidentally spent all your money in the arcade. You eagerly rush into Zaps Arcade. Zaps Arcade glows all around you. Games of every era and genre preserved for eternity in a Digimall shop. Yep, arcades in general. Popular surfing game called Ghost Beach. Skee ball. I love this game, and you're really good at it. Let's examine the skee ball. You step up the skee ball and rub your hands together in anticipation. Do I have any skee balls or anything that would even, like, unless I'm supposed to use the note on the skee ball, like, look at the ticket slot, look at the coin slot. Like, I have no coins because I couldn't get any coins out of the fountain, which I guess means at some point I probably do need to get the skee balls. Legend of the Lost Legend, a classic hack and slash brawler set in medieval times. Hack and slash brawler, interesting. I'm pretty sure there was a Goosebumps story of a haunted arcade game. That would certainly make sense. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb, a retro arcade game. I also suspect kids bring their hard-won tickets here to exchange them for prizes. Yeah, I would expect that this is a scenario where, let's see, place your tickets to claim a prize. So maybe we will need to claim a prize. Various prizes are arranged on the shelves that assign the ticket value. Some glasses if you want a unique sunburn, extremely expensive mugs, and a tasteful trucker hat. Stuffed animals are cute jacks, as if anyone played jacks anymore. There's some audio equipment. Wire headphones more expensive than the MP3 player. So, until you kind of know what you need to get, you're left in a questionable state. Let's see. Look, it looks like a door that leads to the store next door. It's locked though. Let's see if we can open it. Well, let's see if this door will work. Turn the hat store and the door unlocks immediately. Nice. Let's look again. The door leads to the hat shop next door. Smooth. Proceed through the door into the hat shop. Being in this mall with all this junk might have made some sense, certainly. But I still very much doubt I'm going to use. Well, where are we approaching now? 70 items for 61 items right now of things. Let's see. Film, take the film, definitely. Need hints like crazy. Ties, it's always fun to look at. Most of them are so ugly. Why do people wear them? That is a good question. You got the least offensive tie you can find. Suspenders. You've never worn suspenders. They seem reserved for musician and drama kids. Take that. I would say it's probably slightly more likely that a male protagonist would wear suspenders than a female wearing suspenders, but it's open that probably any kid, regardless of what gender I picked in this game, would have never worn suspenders. So, purses. Since they sell wallets, it's only fair that they have a selection of purses. Hats. These hats are the store's primary trade. Several varieties are available. Like, there really is no way you would be able to run a business selling just hats. Honestly, there's kind of no way you'd even be able to run an arcade and make money. That's why almost all arcades in the United States, at least, are gone. Well, here's a derby hat. That's different. A ruffled hat with a big flower on it. Let's take it. See, we're still getting a lot of things. Like a lot of things that we would decorate the mannequin with, but I don't know what the right things are. Now this is a fun head topper, down to earth, but makes a statement. Take the beanie, fold the beanie into your things. So the reason we're in a hat store is to definitely get hats. Looks like a retro look. Is returning the hats, good to know. So we take that. Fedora. This is a fedora. Fedora, it's definitely not a trilby. That's a old internet argument. Sun hat. Light airy sun hat. Put the sun hat in your bag, which bends the brim a bit, but whatever. So, yeah, like, several hats are getting added to our collection. I assume I've probably clicked on everything. The store's a little bit stuffy. You wish the fan was working. Move back into the arcade. And I kind of hope I'm safe to just exit this area. And back we go. I guess we never went this way to the food court, so we should go this way. An empty stomach drives you into welcoming arms of the food court. You stand at the mouth of the broad food court, a sea of cheap tables and chairs bordered by restaurants of every variety. Let's see, what is this note? It looks like the note has some directions on it. You might need this to navigate the back hallways. Okay, so just sitting there is what we needed. Snag the security note for a later reference. However, this guy is here. Like, he just walked there and I saw him appear. So, am I safe in this area? Can I play? Or is it a matter of timing, since his movements seem to be very time-based, which is odd for a point-and-click adventure. Very, very odd. pretty standard food court trash can. There's a little shelf on top where your food trays go. Look at the table, and oddly shaped plastic tables are typical of small food courts. A visible layer of grease coats each one. So he's still here, and so I can't really go that way. Take this tray. Plastic tray for carrying food. Every restaurant has a different style, and you hate to be the guy that has to sort them. Never let the opportunity pass you by. You help yourself to a plastic tray. I'm pretty sure I saw. Yeah, this cup is moving, but I can't even click on it. So whenever you sit in these chairs, you forget they're attached and spin horribly banging your knees every time. So yeah, this is moving. I may have skipped some of these restaurants. Like the commercial says, walk the tiger gourmet. Chinese food is a walk away. A walk somewhere else, probably. Let's see. You're always waffling about the fries at Chick Cutlet. They're impossible to resist when hot. So it's a Chick-fil-A reference. This is a buffet joint called Put a Spork in It. They serve a little of everything. They're a jack of all cuisines, master of indigestion. Quiver sandwiches, you tell them how to assemble your lunch before they drop it into a sweltering oven. Alright. Is there some food that I can eat? Somebody left their lunch behind. It looks like it was tasty a few hours ago. Alright, let's eat it and die. Sneak a nibble of a forgotten meal. Or it feels like you won't be forgetting it for quite some time. Okay, so I ate food. I looked at the achievements for this game just to keep an eye on them. Guess I have to go back this way. And some of them I know I've missed. So this really doesn't feel like it's a game that you would want to spend the effort on, frankly, to try to get all the achievements. Playing, because you're gonna have to play it a second time. So that moved him around. Let's see. The restrooms are strategically tucked away in the corner along with two ancient payphones. Let's move this way. You shuffle to this cute payphone center. You're standing at the payphones just outside the food court restrooms that smells bad. We have a camera. Security cameras aimed right at the phones. If you're standing here long enough to place a call, they'll know. Let's see. If you really, it's a really thick, cheap paper. Oh, this must be a phone book. It lists every phone number in the area. Open it. You let your fingers do the walking to a promising page in the phone book. Angstings, Dowdy, Dreadward's Frightened, Ghoulberg, Jitters, Eunice, Panicson, Phobia, K. Reap, Despair, Trimmer, Warrington. So all these I think are things I'm gonna have to figure out who I want to get the phone number from and memorize that later. Let's see, phone. Look at the payphone. You never use the payphone, but you can't imagine this one works without a receiver. Phone. Look, it's a payphone. If you knew who to call and had a few coins, it would be perfectly usable. And so we're not going to get any coins out of like the coin return slot. Restroom. It's a public restroom used by anyone who visits the food court throughout the day. You can probably hold it. Alright. Let's see, if you were stuck right now and couldn't exit back to this point, there'd be kind of nothing you could do. Nasty scrolling overboard teenager. Doesn't say what that graffiti says. So we can go back to the food court. And you can see he somehow got there. What was this note, by the way? It's a handwritten note from all security. Hello, I wanted to jot down a quick message to help you get settled on your first night. I actually worked at the mall before you. It's my last week now. I know the back hallways can be a bit overwhelming, but it's actually not bad if you remain calm. The directions to reach the security office are: once you get inside the back hallway, go straight, then left, then right again, and move straight. So theoretically, if it was a non-magical hallway, you'd be going straight. Well, I guess maybe you could be straight, then turning left, then turning right, and then going straight again. 2 more right turns and a final left, and straight ahead to the office. Alright, well, we've got that. I guess maybe I have a food tray now, so maybe I could go in the candy shop. Cavity City. Alright. So we have a receipt of, what is this receipt? Receipt of Cavity City. Looks like somebody bought $7.30 worth of candy. And so if I was to say try and use this food tray with sour belts, not sure that's right. I can't do that. So use this with the register. Not sure that's right. So I need some kind of bag or something. And it seems like it's going to be a pretty specific bag too. And a bigger part of the puzzle, certainly. Yeah. So maybe if I get into the security room, I can do something more. Here's the thought, why not go get our brother and just leave this place completely? Let's just get out of here. Drive in some direction and leave the whole city. And see, I don't think I can go this way to the slide hall. City guard is milling around the kiosk. So I do have to go back this way. And then I do have to move here. Try again. Alright. So, yeah. For a point-and-click adventure game, it sure seems like they are intentionally wasting our time and making it not a good scenario. Just not a quick and understandable scenario as far as what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to accomplish it. I assume what I'm supposed to do is get this guy to investigate this one thing, this lady, by putting clothes on her and then putting oil on the floor, and then hopefully he will slide when he runs into the massage tables and be defeated. Then I will have slightly more free reign of the mall, and then that leaves me, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing at the mall at that point. I'm somehow supposed to be stopping Slappy, and I guess that there's some other spooky people somewhere around here. If it's like the house, we'll have, well, let's see, how many things were in the house? Well, there was the old lady and the 3 ghosts, and the ghost in the mirror in the attic, and the wall that would crush you to death. So that in itself is 5 things, plus a lot of puzzles and such. Anyways, it's been 30 minutes, and if you were to look at the walkthrough that I've seen, I feel like I've done a lot more than the walkthrough says, because the walkthrough literally tells you the exact, like, one sentence that could easily have been 30 minutes of wandering around. Which, that is point-and-click adventures, though. If you're going to have any fun with them, you are supposed to try to figure it out yourself. I just really wish they'd have some modern conveniences of, you know, telling us our goals, highlighting things. When I hover over things, there should be some flavor text that pops up automatically to tell me, yes, this is a thing to look at. They probably should have made it a lot more obvious that the robot security guard was wandering around. It probably took me about 5 to 20 minutes longer than it should have to realize he was acting as a constant danger. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further, you can friend me on Steam and gift me a game. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.